Thursday, April 14th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East, and another one of these multi-day severe weather events gearing up over the next couple of days. It'll begin today and then continue maybe right on into our region as we get into Saturday. So a lot to talk about in today's edition of the video. Now, first of all, the radar imagery, pretty quiet this morning. In fact, in terms of the system that'll produce the severe weather, nothing ongoing right now, and probably all morning it'll be quiet, but by later this afternoon and this evening we'll really see the thunderstorms exploding in that area. And notice the warmth funneling up ahead of that developing system in a fairly pronounced fashion all the way up into northern parts of Missouri. It's mid to upper 50s right now, and a lot of 60s over Texas. And those 60s have been extending up into parts of Oklahoma and southwestern Arkansas as well. Low pressure area developing over the Texas Panhandle region this morning, and aloft there comes the significant piece of energy diving through the Rocky Mountain region. This will really, in fact, strengthen further here over the Plain States and then pivot off to the east-northeast. And so it's a favorable, I should say, a favorable synoptic setup for severe weather. But of course, the small-scale features always kind of tell the tale with severe weather. Let me kind of take you through the SPC outlooks. There's the Day 1 convective outlook. That's the outlook areas. Let me kind of get into the specifics. This is the tornado probabilities. That's a 15% hatched area, basically in that moderate risk area. Hail way up there, looking at a 45% area in the moderate risk, and the wind probability is pretty high as well. All that points to a high-end severe weather threat today over especially Oklahoma, Arkansas, parts of Kansas and Missouri. Okay, let's go to Day 2. There's the Day 2 convective outlook, a moderate risk over a good chunk of Mississippi and Alabama, into southern parts of Tennessee, a large slight risk surrounding that does extend into the western Carolinas for mainly Friday night. And there's the probabilities, that's pretty high, and also pointing to a high-end severe weather threat kind of day in those outlined areas. And then finally, Day 3, there you go, covering the Carolinas up into Virginia and eastern Georgia. And if you kind of match up the Day 2 with the Day 3, you get the idea the whole area is in a slight risk. It's just the timing there as you change days is why that's kind of broken up like that. But at any rate, I'm going to have to watch the severe weather potential around here Friday night into Saturday. Also, a good bit of rain likely coming with this system. We could wind up with a number of areas over at least 1 inch and maybe some areas over 2 inches, depending on how the band of rain and storms evolves as it moves through our region. So again, aloft, there's that piece of energy diving in today through the Rocky Mountain region. Look what happens with this by Friday, early in the afternoon. You have a powerhouse closed upper air low. The trough axis in itself is in a negative tilt fashion, and so you have the spreading out of the contours east of that. That means you're looking at divergence aloft, which is favorable for large-scale lift. And that negative tilt trough maintains itself as it spreads into the Carolinas on Saturday. So let's take this one step at a time here. Here we go this afternoon, just the beginnings of this outbreak taking shape in the southern plains. Here we are by the Friday morning and early afternoon time frame, rain and storms spreading through the Mississippi Valley into the Tennessee Valley, and then it probably will really explode Friday afternoon over Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee. From there, it marches eastward. And this is going to be a deal by tomorrow evening. You're probably looking at the southeast winds cranking enough here across our region that the mountains and the foothills are getting into some rain. And that'll continue into Friday night as the whole system spreads in. I think for the I-85 corridor, the chance of rain and some thunderstorms will arrive Friday night and continue into Saturday morning. That's the precip Saturday morning, and then the system marches eastward from there. All right, on the Canadian, this is the precipitation tonight into Friday morning, and then that's the precip during the day Friday. That is Friday night's precip, and then that is the precip during the day Saturday. On the European, this is the precipitation Friday morning into early afternoon. Notice the storms then really continue to evolve into Alabama, northern Georgia, and Tennessee through the day tomorrow. Tomorrow night into early Saturday, you see the rain spreading into the western Carolinas. and then the system continues to evolve from there. As you're looking at Saturday morning, rain and storms really cranking on the European through the upstate into parts of the mountains and foothills, and then it spreads eastward from there as Saturday unfolds. So we'll have to watch the severe weather threat around here in the Carolinas Friday night into Saturday. Also have to watch maybe for some heavy rain potential. Then behind the system, very quiet weather for us Sunday and Monday. In fact, we're probably looking at an extended period of mild, quiet weather Sunday through a good chunk of next work week. Real quickly, I wanted to show you this. This is the color shading here is the lifted index. It's a measure of instability. And you're looking at negative lifted index values, meaning unstable air, as we get into tomorrow afternoon and evening over Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and then as we get into the day Saturday, you see some of the instability creeping through the Carolinas. So again, a lot of stuff to watch here. Synoptic scale, large scale features are there for a multi-day severe weather threat. We'll have to watch how the smaller scale features unfold as we go, especially into Friday night and Saturday here in terms of the Carolinas severe weather threat. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a great Thursday, and God bless.